Well, it's the Social Club this week. We're going to be covering all kinds of things. You can see that we've sort of Euro-coppered up the studio to some extent. I want to just quickly state, because there'll be some people who'll be kicking off. Yeah, look, I know we've got like the Republic of Ireland covered and like England and stuff. This is literally because these shirts have been pulled from the collections of Ped and I. So we didn't have any like other shirts that were an international thing, so don't think it's us excluding any nations or anything. If you want to donate a shirt, by all means, let us know in the comments and we'll talk to you. But we're doing Euro 2016 predictions, then we're going to get on to some of the news around the Premier League, talking about Vardy, Arsenal. We're going to be talking about Aston Villa as well, Di Matteo, but all of that to come later. First and foremost, the Euro starts this week, boys. Should we be all excited?
I'm buzzing for it, to be fair. I love the summer and I love sport and I love the Euros. So, like, how can anyone complain?
Exactly. What about you, buddy? You're a bit more jaded in life.
Jaded at all. I'm on top of the world. Yeah, I always, these tournaments are brilliant, aren't they? And just enjoy a festive football.
So what we've done is we got our wall chart. Because I've asked the guys to predict who's going to be the 4 teams to make the semi-finals, or moreover, what do we think the semi-finals are going to be to make it more complicated. Because we could have just picked 4 teams if we wanted to, but where's the fun in having it not be possible? So we've gone through the wall charts. I got everyone with a pen and paper. Everyone got the notes.
I've got the notes.
I did it and then realised that thanks to the mirror, they put the number in wrong. So I got all my quarters were all askew. So I've redone it. And I'm happy with what I've got so far. What we'll do is we'll throw them out and then we'll have a little chat about how we got there. Not too much in detail because it is a little bit head-wrecking.
I could lose myself halfway through, but nonetheless, I think we're all right.
Okay, go on, what have you gone for?
Right, for the first semi, I've gone for Spain and Portugal. That's going to be an interesting game. Obviously, it's very close on the map, and it's just going to be complete fire on the pitch. It's going to be very entertaining. Then thought I'd go for the second semi. After figuring it out, went for Germany and France. Germany obviously got a very, very strong team, but are kind of half going through transition with a lot of international players retiring after 2014. And France, they're the hosts.
Dynamite inside there, mate.
You didn't let me finish, Paul. Anyway.
You've built them up to it.
And they've got the impetuses on them, essentially, for the hosts. And they've got a quite a strong team, to such an extent that like they've dropped quite a few strong players. Like Lacazette's not going. They've still got a stronger team than England, in my opinion. And so, yeah, that's what I've gone for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, sweet.
He took my France as the host line. That was me.
That was it. All your research gone out the window.
All I was bringing.
2 hours on his laptop at night trying to figure out what point he could make about France.
That was 2 hours on that wall chart. The mirror. Thanks, mirror. My semi-finals are Germany, unsurprisingly, against Belgium.
Ooh.
No music there now to go to Belgium.
Well, that'd be done in the end, wouldn't it? But it answers your question.
No. And the other one I've gone for is Spain against France.
Ooh, okay. So it begs the obvious question: where did England get to?
Ooh.
I think England are quarters.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
Well, I didn't like the quarters down. I just had us getting no further than the quarters, basically.
See, I can explain to help Baz out where England got on mine. It got to the quarters and we came up against Portugal, and I started having flashbacks to 2004.
Yeah.
And I thought, we're not going to get past Portugal, are we? It's just not meant to be. I don't think we've got the quality and the balance on the pitch to get past Portugal properly. Especially, like, I mean, the friendly we just had against them probably isn't a good test because they had no Ronaldo, they had 10 men, and they looked pretty jaded. So I think we'd get to the quarters, but we lose out to Portugal. And Ronaldo, he always likes turning up against England because, like, you know, he's played his career there. Absolutely. A lot of former Man United players playing there, Rooney. So yeah, that's my kind of analysis of England.
See, I think Belgium come up against Portugal.
Yeah.
And Belgium are just too strong for them.
Really?
Out of interest, I've not got Belgium even getting out the groups.
See, Belgium for me don't do
really.
You know why?
Really?
Because I forgot about them. So what can we? Oh, actually, no. I'll tell a complete lie. I had Belgium second in the group.
So they got out the group essentially because the top 2 go through.
Yeah,
In fact,
yeah.
who did I have there for Belgium get knocked
So
out again?
we'll talk amongst ourselves
While I work
you,
it out.
you try and get
Who
out
have I-
the hole
I've
you've
done it.
dug yourself as the host.
I have really done. Oh no, you know what I've done? I've put Ireland higher. Oh, that skews everything.
Yeah.
You know
As I
what?
said-
No, you know what? Ireland, I'm with you.
He's Ireland though.
Although on me, I have actually written. I not that you'll be able to see it or care. Sweden, Belgium, Ireland. I got Italy bottom of that.
Yeah,
group.
I don't-
know.
I
I'm going mad. They won't still probably win it because they're Italy and they do that in major tournaments. But when I've then subsequently figured it out, this has skewed things.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Like I say,
Yeah.
if I think Belgium will beat Portugal. You just try and work out
yeah,
going,
yeah,
right?
go for it.
And I think Belgium.
See, the thing with
I think
that-
Belgium would be too strong for England.
but the thing with Belgium is they've got very, very strong individuals. You've got your Lukaku, you know very well. You've got Hazard. You've got obviously a very strong defence. But from experience, they've not been able to do it as a team, as a unit.
definitely, yeah.
And that could be something to do with the manager, Will.
Oh,
Nance.
absolutely. I think
Or
that's-
or it could be to do with just the nature of the
It's
team.
going to hang over them until they
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Do you want to know what my semis are?
Go for it.
Did he work though?
They do now. No,
Okay.
the only difference was that Portugal now beat Belgium in the round of 16 instead of Ireland.
Okay.
So it's not any great bearing on the
Okay.
fact. But what I've done, and because I'm not because I care, but I've somehow done it. I've kind of switched off me Roy Hodgson sensors, which is ultimately the reason why England probably won't make it out. They will make it out the group because I can't see how they don't make it out the group. But I think if they get out the group, which they will because the competition's so fixed towards teams like that doing it, I think they could strike upon something. Jamie Vardy just hits a run. I've got Spain versus England and Germany, Wales as the semi-finals. Get on Wales' route.
I'm liking the optimism, Paul.
For some
but-
reason, they've got Hungary in the 16. I don't know what I've done there, which is obviously gets them
Is this
through.
still serious?
Which gets them through.
Is this still a serious?
They take on France in the quarter-finals, and the French, under the weight of expectation, not unlike Brazil in the World Cup,
Get beat by Bale.
absolutely crumble. At
He
the hands of
bails them out.
Bale.
Gareth bails them out. Something
Really?
like that.
Love it.
Really?
Love it.
Well, listen, if
he's
we've
read the
got
headlines
all the
already.
old puns and new
if this
again.
is what we're
Welsh
doing,
Chronicles got the headlines already.
you know, if this is what we're doing.
And what it is, and here's why the semis are brilliant, because they won't happen, because yours are all far more sensible. Spain, England, and Germany, Wales, and what you'll have is the press will all be going, oh, England, Germany final,
I thought you meant
ahead of
England,
the
Wales.
semis.
Yeah.
It'll go be England, Germany final. Oh, it's gonna be 1966 all over again. Oh, it's gonna be a chance to avenge Euro '96. And no, it'll be Spain versus Germany in the final. Yeah. As simple as that. And then Germany will win it, and everyone will say this is the new Spain. And then everyone will change the model to follow
And
Germany.
they'll wheel out
and-
Guillaume Balaguer again for the 16,000th
Absolutely.
time. And
So there you go. There's mine. Let us know your semi predictions in the comments below if you wouldn't mind. We're going to move on with our Euros predictions. We've got top goal scorer up next. Baz, what have you gone for? Rom.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Where have you got Belgium getting to?
The
You got
semis.
to the semis.
I think it'll be. I think it will be Germany v France, the final, as probably route one, and as boring as that sounds. But I actually think it'd be a cracking final. I think Germany, nothing wrong with following the German model if it's successful.
Oh, absolutely.
We've got to follow some model. Because, I mean,
make
before we go, or make one of our own. Before we go on to that though, England just very quickly, if England can get some kind of system right, if he can not just put players on the pitch and put your two centre forwards on a wing.
Honestly,
I
I
think
think
England have got the
The
players.
only
who could do
success
that.
England are liable to have in this is if they hit upon the thing, kind of like Hoddle hit upon too late in '98 with Owen, is that what he's doing won't work. And then off the bench, Vardy will just be this option where you start lumping it over the top, which suits him perfectly and suits Hodgson perfectly, and that'll work, I think, and that'll be what gets England to a point, and then you'll need to be a cohesive team when they come up against the good side. And
I think Vardy too, because he's such an unknown talent and he's had such kind of a trailblazing season for Leicester, and he's not really known that well on the European kind of stage in the same way that Sturridge might be known or Rooney might be known.
Yeah.
He'll be a complete different kettle of fish to what any European defenders will be expecting. Completely different.
yeah.
Is there a country with potentially better strikers than what England have got? If you look at it, because you've got obviously Vardy's got 24 goals this season. I
Kane.
still think Rooney has got goals. I think he's still a class player. Harry Kane's got 20-odd goals. Rashford, Daniel, when you look through that England side, you go through it and go, look at all the strikers.
England will succeed. If they're going to succeed, it'll be in spite of Roy Hodgson. It'll be a case of, if he gets the defence sorted and then gets the midfield compact and all that, and then just lets his attacking players do a bit, they might touch lucky. But what'll probably happen is they'll keep faith with Rooney. He'll be rubbish. England will be rubbish, and they'll bring Vardy in or Rashford in too late to make a difference. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Top goal scorer.
I want to say Lukaku.
Okay.
I'm going to say Thomas Muller. If you look at Germany's team, they've only got one out-and-out striker in the form of Mario Gomez. He's going to only be a battering ram. So battering ram Mario Gomez, dropping it down for Thomas Muller, dropping it down for Mario Götze. Job's a good one.
Okay. I've gone for Cristiano Ronaldo solely on the basis that he's been on the beach for 2 weeks when everyone else has been training, so he should be a little bit more rested. But look at the state of Group F. No, but look, have you seen Group F? Like, it's Portugal, Hungary, Iceland, Austria. If he can't, and he is the ultimate flat track bully as well in football when it comes to it. He scores goals against rubbish teams for fun.
I can't wait to see Philip Senderos absolutely rabbit in headlights when Ronaldo's running at him, to be fair. That's going to be quite a sight.
When's that going to happen?
Oh God, no!
When they face Switzerland
for some reason,
instead of warm-up game
in the round of 16.
For some reason, I thought he was Austrian, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, carry on.
Doesn't matter.
Sorry,
he's rubbish either way. Maybe
did play for Villa. That's enough.
We'll play the Euros game and make it happen. It'll be fine. So play with the tournament predictions then.
You start.
I'll start. Yeah, go for it. I'm going for Pogba. The emphasis. So much transfer speculation has been around Pogba, going to a bigger team than Juventus, really making a name for himself on the world stage. This is the perfect opportunity. If I was his agent right now, I'd be like, look, work your socks off, and your price is going through the roof, and your wages are going to be even higher. Like if you get a transfer in the summer, and I can't look past anyone but Pogba.
I think he's the one expected to break out, isn't he? I was gonna pass this off as my own, but I can't fully remember the facts, so I'm gonna pass the buck to Ball Street's James Alcott, even though I know he didn't make it up. The talk about Pogba stuff is like the comparisons Platini in the 80s and Zidane in 98 as well, and the fact that they were all Juventus players at the time as well is the little bit of poetry to Pogba. Literally, this being the tournament where he catapults himself onto the actual world stage or whatever, but he's there. I've got the other one. I think he's a bit of an obvious one. Again, because I've got Wales getting to the quarterfinal, actually no, to the semis. Gareth Bale. I've got Gareth Bale for player of the tournament because he's just next level, isn't he? And the thing about him is that you watch him play for Real Madrid and you watch the Champions League final. I know he was good in that game, and obviously he's played at that top level for a couple of years now. He's not the main man at Real Madrid, whereas you look at him when he was at Spurs and it was just give the ball to him and let him do his stuff. He's back to being more like that for Wales, and I think this will be his opportunity to really show.
It shows his mental strength as well. Shows his mental strength as well. Like he can go from Real Madrid and be like, right, I'm under the shadow of Ronaldo, and that's completely fine. I'm happy with where I am. And then he can go to Wales and be like, right, the expectation's on me to carry the team. And that shows quite a lot of mental strength, to be fair. Because for any other player, that could properly destroy your mentality. Like, look at half the English players that have buckled under the pressure over the past few tournaments.
Every tournament.
Ever. Newer, German keeper. Because I think ultimately Germany win it.
On penalties.
On penalties.
Saves everyone.
19 penalties in the final.
Serial crossbar abuser.
I think he's fantastic. I think he's one who you could look out for. I mean, De Bruyne, Belgium, he's another one. If he clicks, he's a fantastic player, isn't he? We've seen him have more and more influence for Manchester City in the Premier League at times, and this could be, his time to shine. So for me, it's a toss-up between those two.
Excellent. Okay. We all good with that?
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
Fantastic. Well, let us know your predictions in the comments alongside. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the Ball Street YouTube channel and like the Ball Street Facebook page as well.